You guys know the drill by now. Let's handle the legal stuff here real quick, shall we? See? That was easy. Now, you've got to remember, this video is not intended for younger viewers, so if you're a younger viewer, please click away and go back to what you were watching. Welcome to the Fandom Menace. Hail the Fandom Menace. I'm Itepukuian, and the place to be reviews right here with all of yous. And boy, it's good to be here. Welcome back. We missed you. How are you? Hope you're having a great day, and 2020 is everything you thought it could be in that But seriously, is John Boyega the hero we need? Is he secretly an operative for the Fandom Menace operating inside of Lucasfilm, fighting against these weird Reylos, telling everybody that his opinion, well, he doesn't give a fuck anymore? Could that be? Could John Boyega actually be that cool? Well, let's find out, shall we? Star Wars John Boyega ended 2019 fighting with Rey and Kylo fans on two fronts. It's now 2020 and John Boyega has completely run out of fucks to give.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
The Star Wars Rise of Skywalker actors spent them all fighting with fans of Rey, Daisy Ridley, and specifically Rey and Kylo, Adam Driver, at the end of 2019. Boyega, Finn, got himself in, quote, Reylos trending after squabbles on two fronts. First, John Boyega made a lays the pipe joke about sex with Rey that struck some fans as sexist or at least insensitive. Not only did he defend that joke, he further upset Reylo fans who want Rey and Kylo to be together by pointing out the violence of Reylo romance across the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Oh, he just antagonized these little purple-haired fucking weirdos. Like he did. This is great. This is great. These people are just insane. It all started with a fan joking on social media that now Kylo Ren is dead after his one kiss with Rey at the end of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Finn can date Rey. Some fans thought Finn wanted to tell Rey he loved her. Although that was not the thing he kept trying to get out, John Boyega responded. This is great. To the fan with a laying pipe joke. Fan, my boy, after realizing Kylo died so he can date Rey. John Boyega, it's not about who she kisses, but who eventually lays the pipe. You're a genius. A lot of fans replied to John Boyega with surprise that he would make such a crude and insensitive joke about Rey, who is played by his friend Daisy Ridley. But he fought back. And most of the time, his arguments took issue with how seriously fans take this fictional world and these fictional characters. Behold, the typical internet comment section white knight right here. Leave the lady be. That's pretty much what they look like and how they see themselves. Yeah. This is great. John Boyega, you obviously don't know the difference between a fictional world and reality. He also replied to other fans who didn't care for the joke. Some of those fans brought up the Urban Dictionary definitions of laying pipe, including fucking the hell out of a girl. Okay, so this is a term that literally I have used ever since I started having, sex. I mean, it's just something that guys say. And if a guy says he's never said anything along these lines, he's either lying or he has never had sex. Simple is like, oh, he said he was going to lay the pipe. Oh, my God. Oh, clutch my pearls. It's hilarious how worked up people get over this. Like, let's see, John Boyega replied to such tweets again. I will say it 5 million times or 500,000, whatever. 2 consenting adults can lay down whatever the hell they want. Yes, sensitive. After a while, the second fight started based on John Boyega's selection of photos, sarcastically showing Kylo Ren's romance with Rey with violent images of their clashes. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. John Boyega's fan. He's Fandom Menace. I've said it. John Boyega. I mean, he's Fandom Menace. Yeah, here it is right here. Let's go right to Twitter. And John Boyega. Oh, I love it. Spoilers, but real romance right here. These people are weird. That's Stephen Wayne Art, the Fandom Menace illustrator. Nope. Some Star Wars fans agreed that Reylo is, oh god, here's the word, problematic from all the violence, while others felt like John Boyega is trying to distract from his crude Rey joke. Who gives a fuck? Sometimes the fight got nasty. Whatever. You're still a misogynist, John Boyega, and you're an idiot. And that got 12,000 likes. Other Star Wars fans supported John Boyega, in part because they don't like Reylo fans, and in some cases just because they find it refreshing when actors don't back down. Since Boyega is done with Star Wars, maybe he feels more free to speak out. Same with Oscar Isaac, who has been more vocal than ever about wishing Finn and Poe had gotten their own romance. Shut the fuck up, Oscar Isaac. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, but I mean, it's just like, it's such pandering after the fact. Oh, it's like, you're trying, like, you're done basically, like, with that trilogy, and who knows if Oscar Isaac is ever going to come back in another Star Wars movie and is in the role of Poe. But it's like saying, is you're trying to like maintain some sort of relevancy with that fan base after you're already done with the, of course I wish they were gay. I mean, like I said, not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just funny. It just seems like pandering and just virtue signaling. Some Star Wars fans just laughed at how much Boyega got in Reylo's fans' heads. He's living in their heads rent-free, and it's beautiful. He keeps baiting them, and they respond because they're idiots. However, some of these Rey fans who look up John Boyega are very young, and others just love Rey and Kylo together, which isn't exactly a sin. Mocking them seems cheap and easy, but it's fun because they're just so weird. It's nothing to be proud of to take shots at people whose crimes is to care too much and feel heartbroken by how the Reylo story ended in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. It's not like other Star Wars fans haven't spent plenty of time airing their own grievances for years now. There it is. There it is right there. There it is. Yeah, well, he's taking a shot at people who criticize the direction of Star Wars now, but we get shit on and called names. Ah, yes, that straw man narrative constructed by the Access media and directed at fans who dare question the direction or choices that the people behind a beloved IP make once it's been retreaded and drugged through the mud and had modern day politics kind of just shoehorned and in a very ham-fisted manner shoved into it. Now, this is why they call us names, because we levy legitimate criticisms the majority of the time, and they don't want to hear that. It's easier to just shoot those down with claims of misogyny, racism, all that fun stuff. Being basically the istophobes, incel, neckbeard. This is all things that Lucasfilm has done to fans, and employees have done these things to fans in order to quell their criticism. This is the House of Mouse at their finest, and this is why I love what John Boyega is doing right now, because he's done with this role, and he knows it. So he's just going out and saying whatever he wants. But this whole straw man narrative that we're just bad people and we're afraid of women is absolutely ridiculous, and these Reylos are just proving everything to be right. They're the toxic ones. Like all actors in major franchises, John Boyega is held to a high standard because he's seen as a hero by fans of all ages. But as he pointed out, Star Wars is fiction, not a documentary. He's exactly right. It's not worth taking too seriously, and if Boyega wants to make crude jokes and you don't like them, just unfollow him. And he's absolutely right. These people, like, this cancel culture is just gotten out of hand. It's ridiculous.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
But
you want to see truly toxic fans? Look at these tweets directed at J.J. Abrams by the Reylos. These are pure absolute horror. This is hilarious. I for all the rumors about the racism that Kelly Marie Tran faced on social media. Now, how about straight up death threats? I don't think she got many of those, but J.J. Abrams is getting them because he made the choice in a movie that he directed to kill a fictional character that a bunch of little blue-haired weirdos on Twitter fetishize a relationship about with him, and they project him and Daisy Ridley's character Ray together, and it's just these death to J.J. Abrams and all this stuff it's absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, I don't want to ever hear anybody say anything bad about the Fandom Menace again, just because we might criticize something. No, these guys went full on Kathy Bates from Misery, and this is what they like, how are we the bad guys here? Folks, look at this. Just tweet after tweet collected by Data Racer 117. Of course, he does so much good legwork on Twitter, and that is a hell of a rabbit hole to dive down. Thank you for watching. Please, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. Help us bring you more great content, more entertainment. Baby Yoda says thanks. Be sure to bitch slap that like button, share the video, and subscribe. Turn the bell on for notifications, as if you're new here, you'll figure out after next week that I am a live streaming fiend, usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sometimes Thursday, and Fridays. I'm involved in live streams, either here or on the boardroom or Raiders of the Lost Flicks Live. Here's where you can follow us on social media. The official Place to Be Your Reviews fan page is a private group we've set up for you to join. Once you're vetted, you can follow the official Place to Be Your Reviews fan page. That's right, private group. You join us. We also have the Place to Be Your Reviews fan page. That's just a follow and like page. We post links, and we're very interactive on there. At the Place to Be Reviews on Twitter, at the Place to Be RE1 on Twitter, at the Place to Be Reviews on Instagram. Old episodes of the podcast on Spotify, Anchor, and iTunes, as we no longer really record in those formats, but there's a catalog of episodes available for you there. Thank you for joining us right here in the Place to Be Reviews. Remember, if I don't see you, have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow.